And yet, what an amazing truth. By the grace of God and by the power of the Holy Spirit, we become self-controlled. We become self-controlled. And the Apostle Paul talks about that in 1 Corinthians 9, verse 25.
Now everyone who competes exercises self-control in everything. They do it to receive a perishable crown, but we an imperishable crown.
So here the Apostle Paul is saying that he wants to exercise self-control in every area of his life. But what is self-control? Well, at least in part, self-control is the supernatural ability to restrain ourselves in the face of our sinful thoughts and desires. It's a supernatural ability to restrain ourselves. So, Van, what does it look like, practically speaking, to exercise self-control?
We know that self-control is a character quality that helps us resist temptation. And so I think of a word picture of me walking down this narrow path, and to my left is the edge of a cliff, and to my right is a wall. And I have to keep my hand on the wall. It's the place of safety. And the wall represents me being in communication with God and my wife and accountability partners and having a church family and community around me. And the moment I take one of those things out of the picture, the moment I take my hand off the wall, per se, I'm likely to fall off the edge of the cliff or even run to it.
Yeah, so unfortunately, so many times, even as Christians, we flirt with sin and we functionally get as close to the edge of the cliff as we can. And yet, that's absolutely the wrong approach. We should do our best, Van, to use that word picture, to keep our hand on the wall, to stay in communion with Jesus, to be in the Word, to be following through on our God-given responsibilities, and come nowhere near sin. And that's an example of how over time we learn to be self-controlled.